Oh yes, look at that. It's going to be a great shot. Okay, here goes. Wow! Did you see that? Or didn't you see that? There's not a mark on that sausage. I mean, that is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, just, there's not a mark on that sausage, is it? Delicious. Right, now let's change it all over and see what the blade looks like from inside. That was amazing, just totally amazing.
If you want to do another one quicker, it's also fine.
Bang! All right, yeah, we'll do a bit of ply in a minute, which we can push through quicker than that stuff, yeah. Yep. I'll make sure we're unplugged. Now, I can see the blade jammed into the actual SawStop there.
Yeah, that's right, we'll show you in a bit. So, we've had an activation. What we need to do now is get that blade and that brake out.
Is it difficult?
No, it's really easy. So, we might just want to take off the riving knife.
Get it out of the way, yeah.
Get that out of the way quickly. And then what we got to do is we got to reach in.
Yeah.
Actually, we've got to raise it all up again.
Yeah.
To the maximum height. We've got to reach in, take out this retaining pin here.
Let's have a look at that.
That just helps keep the brake cartridge in place.
And that's all that's holding it in? So
that's all that's holding it in, yeah. And of course, we've got to release this from the arbor here.
Fine.
Right. So we just release that one. Take this arbor nut off and this retaining washer.
Yeah.
UK versions will all have 30mm bores. So now the brake and the blade are of course locked together.
Fine.
Right? So we just need to shimmy this out.
Yeah, because it's going to be jarred together tight, obviously, isn't it? So you need to release it gradually.
Just pull it off, yeah. Sometimes you use this.
Oh yeah, to get it off.
Get it out a little bit.
So just gradually ease them off the spindles.
Yeah, that's right.
And that shaft.
Watch out for your hands, of course. That blade is really sharp. Yeah, there we go. Pull it all the way.
There you go. And then you'll be able to get. There you go. Perfect. That is the result. This section of aluminium, as I say, is designed to let that bang into there, but it all happened so fast, didn't it?
And this is aluminium, so this has of course been sacrificed, but you could retooth the blade and reuse that. Around 50% of the time you can reuse the blade, but otherwise you just replace it.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Well, that is incredible, isn't it? And like everything, once you know all the quirks of how you get the stuff in and out, it's going to become easy, except the fact you won't be doing this often because you won't be activating it, okay? All right, so let's put a new one in and have another go.
Yep. New brake cartridge. So you can put this in, you just locate it on one pin there and another pin at the top. You get your locating pin, put this in and lock that down. Now we're ready to put our blade on.
So that's it. No, it's again, so it's just that red pin which actually does all the work and holds it in, and it plugs the connections together for you. Yep. And then it's just a matter of putting a blade on as per normal, is it?
Yep, that's right. And sometimes you might want to just check the distance here, but you can see it's all fine.
Yeah.
It should be no problem. Yeah. And your nut. Oh.
So it takes minutes, not even minutes.
Yep.
Brilliant.
Ready to go again?
Riving knife in.
Riving knife back in. Make sure that's just located properly. Lock that down. Try putting it back on.
And then we're ready to rock. So, we just, I mean, it's incredible. I think the blades it looks different to the riving knife.
Yeah.
So
Just need to put that in the right place.
Is it? Oh, there we go. So what did you do then? You just pulled up the releasing mechanism, did you?
Yeah, that's right.
Ah, so that's when it drops, and then you pull it back to its locking position. So now we're exactly with the riving knife, and it will
Yeah.
go up and down as per normal.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
it's quite different to other saws because of this safety mechanism. You know,
Okay.
it's much stronger built to withstand those forces, and so you just need to make sure that you've got that mechanism lifted up to be able to release it all really easily, and then just check everything's ready again, and now you're good to go.
But the principle of that is incredible, isn't it? The amount of technology and development that's gone into that, the fact that it's just one red pin and the whole thing slides out and take the blade off as normal.
And every SawStop is exactly the same. Exactly the same brake, exactly the same mechanism and concept.
All right.
Same way of working and the same control mechanism with the lights.
Fine. Okay, so let's have another go. What do you think?
Should we do it a bit faster?
Yeah, let's do it a bit faster. Let's go through a bit of OSB with sausage. Oh, that was my sausage, and this little beastie is feasting away. Come on, that's my sausage. Get away. He's left more holes than the SawStop, that wasp. Oh, he's on my face. This isn't a sausage, it looks like a sausage, and the wasp is trying to make up his mind. Right, let's have another go with some OSB. Okay, so we're going to move across. Look at this, I'm looking for, there you go. And we're going to put that about there. Again, I'm doing this with my hands near the blade. This isn't something you should do, always keep them back 300mm, but for the demonstration purpose with my experts here from SawStop, we're going to do that. First of all, get my ears on and get ready, because we're going to have some sausage action. Oh, it's so satisfying. You just can't get enough of that. Let's inspect the sausage. It's incredible the fact that it doesn't even get to nick the skin of the sausage. I mean, look at that. Look, I think, no, there's not any evidence there of a break.
At the worst, you're going to need a plaster and not a plastic surgeon.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just a no-brainer. I can see the colleges as well, because they're not working outside. It's always dry timber as well. This is something I think that they should do. The only thing I would worry about is them students bringing sausages to college. Do you know? Don't let me give you any ideas if you see one of these in a college anytime soon.
So we've had an activation, really easy to get restarted again. You're going to need a new brake.
Yeah.
You're going to obviously need a new blade.
Yeah.
50% of the time, the blades can be reused.
Yeah.
But not always. Depends if you want to resharpen that or you just want to buy a new blade anyway. So really easy.
Right.
Let's get this out of the way.
I saw
Let's
you
make sure
do
we're
it.
safe.
I saw you do it. So yeah, we've got no power to the machine now, thankfully. We take off of our guard there.
Yeah.
We're going to remove the riving knife.
Yeah.
There.
You want to lift it all up. Make sure it's as high as possible. So you just want to lift this all up.
Okay.
Then you've got really easy access to it.
In.
Yep.
And then we're going to pull out this red pin at the bottom here, which I saw you do last time. That's fairly straightforward. We're going to undo the blade, because obviously it's all connected together now. We've got this lovely spanner here to go on the big nut, and then we're going to pull the blade off. Another thing about saw blades is we mustn't over tighten them. I think we have a tendency to over tighten things in the UK, because when they run up, sometimes they get hot and everything gets even more tight. So, and if it's getting too hot, the blade's getting dull. So you've got to make sure that you always got a sharp blade. Half of the trouble with table saws are people let the blades get too dull, and that's when more accidents happen, because they're pushing stuff through and it's when their fingers slide over. Get the nut out without dropping it through. Right, so now we've got everything released. Now it's a matter of just...
You just want to shimmy it off.
Shimmy it off,
You might want to use these tools to just push it a little bit.
Let me take this little arbor off here as well before I drop that down there. It's a hard thing with gloves, but you really want to use gloves, because the blade that's not been completely trashed is, yeah, it feels pretty good.
Yeah, it can be sometimes a little bit jammed in there, so you just might want to shimmy it off.
A little bit of levering.
A little bit of leverage. Get that in there.
Oh, here we go.
There we go.
That's perfect, that is.
Yeah.
And then we can just ease the blade away.
I'm going to do that here as well.
Right, I think we're free.
Yeah.
Give that a one. Okay, Michael. I'll get my hand in there actually and give that a little tug there.
Yeah. Just keep shimmying. There we go.
And there we have it, the whole assembly. In fact, if I pull that to the blade, you can see how far the blade's gone into the sacrificial aluminium there. It happened so quickly. It's incredible, isn't it? I don't think anyone can't be impressed by that. And they're not overly expensive, are they? No,
this will be about £79.
Yeah.
But like I say, if we've saved your finger and we can read that from the data, we'll send you a new one anyway. We just want you to tell all your friends that we saved your finger and recommend that they get one as well.
And how would you get that off there? Just lever it off, would you?
Just pull it off. Yeah.
And it would just
yeah.
bit of elbow grease.
Yeah.
Probably I'd probably clamp that in the vise, me.
Yeah, I think so.
Instead of cutting my arm. Okay, let's put a new blade back in and a new cartridge. So I'll start with the cartridge. This is the new cartridge, so I'm looking to locate that.
So you just want to turn that around this way. You find the locating pin for here and here.
Okay, and then it will plug itself in. So we'll put that in there in the top. Then I'll locate that there. That's it, we're all in line now.
That's right.
Red pin. That goes in the bottom.
Yeah.
That was easy. Unwrap the blade. Now we want the, there we go there, put that in there. I've taken my gloves off because it's very hard to locate that with those rubbery gloves on, which are ideal for sweeping up, but not very good for fine work like this. Yeah, so it isn't difficult at all. Just gonna make sure it's all perfect, there we go. Give it a little tweak now. So I would say it's just enough. You don't need to be much more than that. Riving knife again. Straight between. Locking it off. Lining it through. Pop this back on. And the saw is ready to go again.
Yep. Pretty quick.
Yeah, it is quick. Yeah, it is. It's certainly not, you know, when I thought about this, when we first started talking, you explaining how it, and as I said, my American friends have been using them for a long time, but no one goes on about the fact they've activated one because of the fact that they obviously try not to. So I was thinking, oh, you know, what happens if you activate? Do you have to send the saw back? I didn't know it would be so easy to do that, but as you said, 20 years of development is what you get. It's this technology is something else, isn't it? But
you're going to spend more time making a cup of tea, calming down after the shock of it than putting it back together.
Absolutely, yeah. Brilliant. I've got the compact in the van, if we can have a quick look at that as well. Is that all right?
Yeah, of course.
Great.